Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and lush green forests, there lived a clever teacher named Mr. Oliver. He was known far and wide for his wisdom and his ability to make learning fun for his students. In the same village, there was a young boy named Timmy. Timmy was known for his curiosity and his thirst for knowledge. He loved to ask questions and was always eager to learn something new. Timmy had heard about Mr. Oliver's reputation as a clever teacher and desperately wanted to become his student. One sunny morning, Timmy gathered his courage and approached Mr. Oliver's small cottage. He knocked on the door and, with a nervous smile, introduced himself. "Hello, sir. My name is Timmy, and I have heard that you are the wisest teacher in the village. I would be honored if you could teach me," Timmy said. Mr. Oliver, with a twinkle in his eye, welcomed Timmy inside. He saw the spark of curiosity in the young boy's eyes and knew he had found a special student. "Timmy," Mr. Oliver began, "I am happy to be your teacher, but I have a unique way of teaching. I don't just give answers, I help you discover them on your own. Are you ready for the journey of learning?" Timmy nodded enthusiastically, and thus began his lessons with Mr. Oliver. Each day, Timmy would come to Mr. Oliver's cottage, and they would embark on various adventures of the mind. Sometimes, Mr. Oliver would take Timmy for long walks in the forest, and they would observe the wonders of nature together. Other times, they would sit by the river and watch the water flow, discussing its mysteries. Mr. Oliver encouraged Timmy to ask questions, to ponder, and to explore. He taught Timmy that wisdom was not just about knowing facts, but also about understanding the world and finding answers by thinking deeply. One day, as they were strolling through the village, Timmy asked Mr. Oliver, "Why do the leaves on the trees change color in the fall?" Mr. Oliver smiled and replied, "Timmy, what do you think happens to the leaves in the fall?" Timmy thought for a moment and said, "I think the leaves change color because they are getting ready for winter. Maybe they turn bright colors to say goodbye before they fall off the trees." Mr. Oliver nodded in approval. "That's a wonderful observation, Timmy. The leaves changing color is indeed nature's way of preparing for winter. You see, wisdom is not just about knowing the answer. It's also about asking the right questions and using your imagination to find answers." As the years passed, Timmy grew wiser and wiser under Mr. Oliver's guidance. He became known as the wisest young boy in the village. But what made Timmy truly special was not just his knowledge. It was his ability to ask thoughtful questions, think deeply, and approach life with wonder. One day, as Timmy stood at the crossroads of his life, he turned to Mr. Oliver and said, "Thank you, dear teacher, for teaching me not just what to think, but how to think. You have given me the greatest gift of all, the gift of wisdom." Mr. Oliver smiled warmly and replied, "Remember, Timmy, wisdom is a lifelong journey. Keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep using your imagination. And one day, you may become an even wiser teacher than I am." And so, Timmy continued his journey of learning, armed with the wisdom he had gained from his clever teacher. He went on to become a wise and compassionate teacher himself, passing on the valuable lessons he had learned to future generations, just as Mr. Oliver had done for him. And in that small village, the legacy of wisdom and curiosity continued to flourish, thanks to the clever teacher and the wise student who had embarked on a remarkable journey of learning together.